Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Disability Girls. Yeah, the visual novel of women who have disabilities. Yeah, still can't get over that. Anyways, I don't remember whether I read this part or not, so I'm just gonna reread it. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realized that many of them are to accommodate students with special diets. You know, special diets. How nice it must feel like back in the hospital eating portions measured in sun. Okay, yeah, I did read these parts. Ha ha ha! Here we go again. I picked up our friend's table sitting opposite of her. Yay! Alright, now we're back up to where we should be. Indeed. Excuse me. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. Dot dot dot. I don't understand sign, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at the person who talks to you is proper than polite. Do you know something? Oh, excuse me, do you want to know something? Probably not, just like last time. What? What do you want, wench? Oh yeah, I forgot she made that joke. That's funny, so maybe we're not up to where we should be. Ah yes, I was going to be a douche and ask about her deafness. And then he didn't answer because he's a pussy. He's a pussy. The girls between themselves. Okay, I can't come up with anything else to ask or just focus on my food when the girls talk to themselves. Ha 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 ha. Misha and Tsunade sign back and forth very animately, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. You know, all that secret girl stuff. Dot dot dot. I quickly notice a conversation in signs, not enough to fill a silence. Back to the classroom. We arrive at the classroom early, but we're not the first. That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over at her desk at the last row. Oh my god. I don't know what's wrong with your face, but the rest of you is cute. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. Pfft, bitch, you scared the pretty one. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into a stone just from our presence. Oh geez, I can tell already this is gonna be a difficult character. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students. Finally, the teacher. Getting into rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. Sounds familiar, am I right, guys? Yeah! I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. I apologize for that. Something popped up on my pewter, and it apparently doesn't want me to play this game. But I said, fuck you, I'm playing this game. So anyways, maybe it's the long time I've spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm not even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misa and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Dot dot dot. Unfortunately, we can't stay and excuse me. Unfortunately, we can't stay to show you around today. Hee-chan, we've got to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. Dot dot dot. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Ah, wait. The teacher said I had to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We could at least show you that much. I would hope so, bitch. Come on, the nurse have their own building, so we have to go outside. We joined the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out their other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to a smaller building right next to the school. It's building in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building. ... This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamako Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. Yay, swimming! How is that official? ... Don't be silly, Hai-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Practical. Anyway, all the nurses' staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks, bye. A whole building for stuff that is nothing to do with actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. Oh, that's a cruel joke. That's a dark joke. Anyways, I walk in hoping that this will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text Head Nurse and a nameplate. Excuse me. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invited myself further in. The room is not large, it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around in his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings littering the desk. What voice should I give you? I don't know. It's a tough one. I can't give you the same name as the main characters, or the same voice as the main characters, so how about something like this? Hello there. What can I do for you today? He is a young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples on his cheeks wash out the impression when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Wait, no, I have a better voice. Why, yes, I am. It says on the door, no? You can call me by my name, or just the nurse, like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion. Realize I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come meet you. My name is Hisao Naki. His eyes lit up with revelation, and he snaps his fingers. Oh, right, that's Naki. You're that Naki. I was just reading your file this morning. Some kind of chronic arthritis. Arthritis. Yeah. Definitely arthritis. No, that's very wrong. That is very wrong. Excuse me. A chronic heart disease. I'll go with that one. Yes, that'll work. And a related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? Yeah, right. So yeah, don't make fun of me for my poor English. Bleh. He gestures to me to sit down in a vacant armchair in the front of the desk. Yes. Good. Well, probably be brief. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from the staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. How nice of you. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like the hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. Good point, because it wasn't funny. Scrub. That was funny because you're a nurse and scrubs are what medical people wear. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, just that is really weird to have so many medical people at a school. You get used to it. What are you implying? Not sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurses know it. Now, let me just find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of paper around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate floor, and all equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on the wall, on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from this stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have the medication for the heart disease. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I play soccer occasionally, but with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous for your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Okay. Shit. Sorry. I always push that button, it's so pain in the ass. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion at the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestep the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers, with more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy. Healthy, so some exercises would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks, or even light jogging, jump rope, that sort of thing. Swimming maybe. There's a pool here. So I was told. You were. Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no necessary risks. Unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good. That's that. That's it, then. Come meet me after you need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate of the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they are going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? Unity! I should go somewhere too. Oh, that was really fucking weird. Excuse me. Okay, I think I'm good now. I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weirdness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden sorts between the school and dorms, shrubbery. Okay, let me say it again. The school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and the overbearing smell of fresh cut grass fills the atmosphere. There we go. There we go. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. Nice graffiti right there. Looking kind of spooky-ooky. Some spoopy graffiti there. Okay. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is. So I push forward, going inside. Looks like a hospital. Anyways. It takes more than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ordinary exterior, the inside of my dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate the wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the end of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students were watching television. One nods and gives me a quick "hello" before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off to the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and a shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates on the rooms adjacent to mine were blank. I guess there's just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knocked lightly. Hello, is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements. The clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. Duh. Oh boy, here we go. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me intently through an extremely thick eyeglass. I picture this kid has a voice kind of snooty, so I'm gonna go like this. Who is this? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglass if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses almost touch. His breathing stinks of garlic. Hiso, Nucky, I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce myself. His face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out and smiling in greeting, almost straight to my... Excuse me, diaphragm. Speaking of diaphragms, mine just went poop. Okay.
Ow! Sup, dude? My name is Kenji.
Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and Fentman welcome.
There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier.
It's probably my parents.
Your parents? You sure? 'Cause they could have been some other people, too. You can't judge a book by its cover.
His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures.
You're a brave man, Isao.
Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. Oh, duh. Excuse me. Hold on. Let me try that again.
Me, I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself.
Does that mean I should get to know you? Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while.
A wise decision. Damn, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart.
He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it.
Never mind, it doesn't matter. Blah.
With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment to search for the door handle, and then shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak, beige walls, white lined, a desk made of some type of white wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal, like my hospital room was. My bags were sitting at the front of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. Ooh! There are so many bodily functions happening all at once, and some of them are making noise, and I don't like it. Excuse me. It's all this reading. Okay. But again, that's what comes with a visual novel, so yeah. Anyways. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi Hichan. We've unpacked your things. We made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have. Then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on my desktop and lie down on my bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for waiting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's the stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day too. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, the bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then I read the glued-on pharmacy label. Haseo Naki, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Comforting! Very comforting note. Yeah. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. Oh, okay, well, still, that's a very comforting thing to say, or think, or whatever going on in your mind. It's kind of twisted, having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain. After that, I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feeling slightly more uncomfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passed over my room temperature. Soon, the lighter shades of darkness and the ceiling looks like every ceiling that ceiling does at the night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me into sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping in my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. That's called sleep, buddy. Whoa. Did I finish Act 1? That'd be really cool if I finished Act 1. I awake. Well, I guess I was wrong. I don't end this one. Anyways, I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning, light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. This is my room, isn't it? My room? This is the 3rd room this year I was supposed to call mine. Various things around here reminded me that indeed it's me who is supposed to be the one living here. My bags on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles a moment, deliberating until I open the bottle, shake it out, pop a pill, pop a pill and pop it out a tablet from the foil sheet. Oh my god. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about that chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on my new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far this place seems more or less like a normal school. Well, that is all the time that I have, and when I continue with the next episode, we will go back to school for another day of class and women. Yay! And I finally met the crazy guy for the first time, yeah. Which, by the way, I'm very intrigued to see what his character is like, because, gosh, he seems like a character, and I can't wait to see him.